Hello everyone, it is MisterStubstep, and today I have another value discussion, and now we're starting on the black and white trek. So, starting out with black and white base set, and I'm gonna be honest, I knew there was a couple good cards in here, but there's really only a couple good cards within this set, or a few. So, this one should be pretty quick. Like always, down below I'll have links to timestamps if you want to skip to a certain part in this video, as well as a playlist containing all the other value discussions that I've done. I've done all Sun and Moon sets, including some promo stuff. I've done all X and Y sets and some promos, Sword and Shield sets up to Vivid Voltage, and now I'm starting black and white. And I'll have a link down below to this spreadsheet, which right now there's only black and white base, but as the series continues and I fill out all the black and white sets, then this spreadsheet will be a lot more interesting because it'll have all the sets in here. So I'll start out with some administrative information. So this set came out on 24 April of 2011. Wow, more than 10 years ago. Ain't that special. Base card total 114, secret rare total 1. Honestly, in my opinion, I think this is like the perfect size set. Like maybe add like a couple more secret rares, like maybe 5 max, and then base card total like no more than like 150. I think that's the perfect size set. That's just me. I like to collect master sets. I feel like anything beyond that just kind of gets ridiculous, but that's just me. And you can see some color coordination as well as when all this information is as of, which is as of 12 June. So technically when this video gets posted, which it should be either Wednesday or Thursday of this week, it'll be outdated, but be honest, not a ton of these cards are flying around all the time. So I think we'll be good as far as these prices, a good snapshot. So going through the spreadsheet, first column on the left, very self-explanatory. If it's in red, it'll be a card that I'm talking about today. Rarity is self-explanatory. The raw and TCG player is the market price value on TCG player, run down to the nearest dollar. Grade, trying to find PSA 10s. If not, I try to find as close to that as possible. For a lot of the older cards, it's a lot harder to find, you know, CGC. You can find some BGS sprinkled in there for like the more popular cards, but it's generally going to be PSA for older cards. Sold price is the last sold listing on eBay rounded up to the nearest dollar, not including shipping. Day to sale is when that listing or auction ended. And then PSA 10 population, the number on the left is the number of 10s, and the number on the right is the number of cards just currently registered with PSA. So let us begin. This will be a quicker video, which is kind of nice. After, you know, the end of X and Y and some promos, those videos can be pretty long, so glad to have a short one. So starting out with Samurott. One of 2 Samurott hollows within this set, which I mean, it makes sense. A lot of times with the base sets, they'll have multiple of the starters for their hollow forms, so you have more opportunities to build and evolve and just get those Pokemon in general for your decks. At Samurott 32, there's a PSA 8 in reverse that sold for 40 bucks at the end of April, and there's been one sent in for grading, and that one didn't get a 10 because clearly it's a PSA 8 right here that was sold. But nothing too special. We have the Zekrom Holo Rare. Yeah, as you can see, pretty much all Holo Rares except for a couple Ultra Rares and one Secret Rare. But Zekrom PSA 9 for 28 bucks, middle of June. And there's 4 10s out of 8 that have been submitted. That's a lot of Holo Rares that have been submitted for grading, surprisingly. You can also see Reshiram down below. And then we get to the true cards of this set, the only cards that really matter within this set, I'm going to be honest. The Reshiram full art, beautiful card. I really like how they did these full arts. You know, you have the full gold or full silver. I personally think these look a lot better. They kind of match the black and white color scheme as well as the legendaries themselves. And they look really good. I would love to add these to my collection, but then if I did, then I'd have to like keep going on with this set, which I'm not planning on doing because I had nothing to do with Pokemon during this time. Like this is the one generation within the games that I actually skipped and then I came back later to play. So, yeah. Actually, correction, I skipped Gen 2 and Gen 5. I played all the other generations when they came out. Skipped Gen 2 and Gen 5. I've played all the generations now because I obviously went back, played Gen 2 and played Gen 5, but yeah. So the Reshiram full art and a 9 sold for $227, and that was in April. And there's been quite a few sent in for grading, but not a crazy amount compared to some of the most recent sets that we've gone through. Cough, cough, Holo Charizard from Evolutions. We have the Zekrom full art, also in a 9, selling for $410. So if you wanted to kind of average these out, it's looking like Zekrom's a little bit more popular than Reshiram is, or maybe the other way around. Maybe Reshiram's a little bit more popular. I mean, based on these prices, it looks like Zekrom is. I don't know. I like Reshiram better than Zekrom. I'm not a huge fan of the box legendaries from Generation 5 in general, but I mean, they're kind of cool. They have cool typings. $410 in PSA 9 is very respectable, though, in a PSA 9. A little bit harder to grade than the Reshiram, but still somewhat difficult to grade. A little under half got 10s. So that's assuming all the cards that were being submitted in, they thought that they had a 10 and then they didn't get a 10. So yeah. And then finally, which I personally think is a really cool card. I didn't know that it was from this set because I've seen this artwork before, but I never like truly looked at the card. This Pikachu Secret Rare. Really nice looking card. Like this is probably one of my favorite Pikachu cards. Very simple, but it's very beautiful. And in a 10, it sold for $421. So I highlighted it in bold because it is, you know, the most expensive listed on here. But I don't know, based on those PSA 9 prices, I have a feeling if those were in 10s, they'd actually sell more than this Pikachu. And I think the reason why that is, despite Pikachu being way more popular as far as collectability, is the Reshiram and Zekrom cards within this set are the ones that everybody think of when they think of this set, not the Pikachu. So, and I'm honestly not sure the pull rates for this Pikachu. It might be 1 per booster box or 1 per case or something. I don't know. Since there's only one Secret Rare, it probably shouldn't be that hard to pull, or maybe it is. I don't know. But 7 June, it is the most graded within this set, and it's looking like a little, very, very slightly under half get 10s. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. And then I don't even think there's... Are the tidbits down here even worth it? Yeah. Recently did Vivid Voltage, so there was a lot of cards over $1. Yeah, I didn't do any of the averages because there was like 2 full arts, which I thought it was silly to do the average between those two. Only 1 Secret Rare, and then only... and then all those holo rares, which there was no PSA 10, so it wasn't even worth grading to me. Only 13 cards over $1 from this set. So not very good as far as just getting a random pack and just getting value out of that one pack. But yeah, at this point, I imagine your best bet is just buying the cards that you want within the set if you want any. Master set, I could not find any recent sold listings of a master set. I found some listings of, you know, 50 common and uncommon or like bulk black and white cards for like a few bucks. But yeah, master set, nothing. Booster pack, averaging about $45 per booster pack. That's according to TCG Player. And it's crazy because the expected value from these packs is terrible. But 45 bucks still, like, it's kind of crazy. And then the booster box, you know, it's a base set. Can hardly find them. I think PokeRev just did a special where he opened every single black and white box in order or whatever, which I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't watch any of it, but it looked kind of cool. And the booster box, $2,300. And I was just flipping around eBay to see what some recent sold listings. I saw the average on TCG Player was over $2,000. I'm like, is that true? And I looked on eBay, and lo and behold, it was the case. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have as far as tiers of collectability. Honestly, the only collectible cards I would say within this set. I mean, you have some like the Samurott and the Superior and the Ambor. I can't remember if this was their first time in the TCG or maybe it was a promo. But I guess you could say, hey, that was their first time in the TCG, so they're special. I don't know. Gen 5, I feel like, is one of the better games in the series, but I think it gets the least amount of love just because of its timing. And, yeah, just the popularity of Pokemon in general at that time was kind of low. But, yeah, the Reshiram and Zekrom full arts I'd probably put in the top tier, and that Pikachu maybe in the mid to top tier or mid to high tier. Sorry, no top tier here, just high, mid, and low. And really nothing in the low tier because everything else in this set is just kind of meh. I think the master set would be kind of cool to pursue because it looks fairly affordable based on there's only 3 kind of expensive cards, but they're all under, you know, $100 for probably like a lightly played copy. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you like what you saw, give me a like. If you don't like what you saw, give me some feedback down below on how I can improve or dislike. And next week, I should be doing the next set in black and white, which I actually don't know off the top of my head. So I'm going to be learning a ton going through black and white because X and Y I dabbled in a little bit, did more in Sun and Moon. I've done all the Sword and Shields sets so far. And black and white, I have some miscellaneous cards from my cousins, but I personally have never opened any black and white packs. So yeah, once again, that's pretty much all I have, and I look forward to catching you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for your time.